In this tutorial, we'll be looking at CSS Sprites. Now, you guys may have heard of Sprites before. A lot of my students have from their video game playing. But a sprite is just a single image that contains a lot of smaller images. So here we have two images of a lighthouse. This is in your HP 7-4 data files. It contains two different pictures as one file. So when the user that is viewing our website requests our website page, it only has to send this picture one time, even though we're going to use it multiple ways in our website. Okay, so we're going to use the Lighthouse Bistro website for all of our navigation links. When they first load, they will load this lighthouse, and then when we hover over them, it will show this dark lighthouse. So actually, with our 4 links, if we did this with individual pictures, that would take at least, well, I mean, you could narrow it down to just 2 separate images. But in this case, it's only having to request one image, and we're using it to display like several times on our page. This is important because we need to start thinking as web designers about how big our websites are. It's not just about the fact that people have data limits. Our users may have data limits. They may be in areas like we are where we don't have great cell phone service or we don't have great internet access. But it's also part of this broader spectrum of looking at code to be more green. I read this article recently about a Dutch programmer. He creates a plugin for WordPress, and it's downloaded thousands of times, or a lot. It's downloaded a lot. I can't remember the exact number, but he simply changed his code to be 20 kilobytes smaller, and after that, 2 million websites, there it is, it reduced his CO2 output by that much, which was the equivalent of flying back and forth from New York to Amsterdam 85 times. So that's money saving. It's good for the environment, which we don't really think about computers as being necessarily bad for the environment, but they do use energy. So it's kind of interesting. So let's see how we can code sprites on this website. So I've already coded it. I'm just going to let you pause and copy the code. I've opened the index page in Hands-On Practice HP 7-4, and find in your style section in your CSS, your nav A, and we are going to add, that last one, these 3 lines of code. So we're adding the image as a background image. We're saying no repeat, and then we're saying let's first position it to display just that light colored lighthouse. Now in your hover section, go ahead and pause the video and copy that over. And in your hover section, we're just going to add this line of code. So we're saying change the background position when we hover over the hyperlink so that it shows the negative 100 pixels, which is going to make that image only display the darker lighthouse. Okay, so let's view it in the browser and see what this looks like. So now we have our lighthouses, and when we hover over them, it shows the dark lighthouse. And that was all one picture, but now it's showing up 4 times in multiple ways. Pretty cool, huh?